The Spiritual STD, Sexually Transmitted Demons. Originally published on September 9, 2020 by Shaman Dao. Recently, I've had the joy of explaining what a spiritual STD consists of. I wish I could tell you I was talking about chlamydia or HPV, but alas, I'm talking about another STD, sexually transmitted demons. The kind that transfers with or without a condom. We're talking soul-to-soul attachment. The reason I had to explain the transference of energetic attachments to someone was that a person, let's call him Joe, was trying to heal other people. Joe was trying to heal other people while he had black magic spells on him and entity attachments. And he knew about it. He gave the excuse that he didn't know that energy like that could transfer to another person. Even though he took his YouTube Reiki courses very seriously and could feel the energy flowing through his hands. Reckless, careless, and selfish. It's like having sex with someone, knowing full well you are infected with a sexually transmitted disease, and not caring to use a condom. Because it feels oh, so good. You guys, don't do it. In the world of healing and all things spiritual, be responsible and considerate for the next person. Unfortunately, in a world with almost 8 billion people, you are going to run into pseudo and up-and-coming healers who are out for one thing, and that ain't healing the world. I used to work in the banking industry and now I work solely in the spirit realm. I have given up my entire worldly existence to sacrifice most things people couldn't imagine sacrificing. All in the name of understanding myself and my purpose. I see things differently because I've trained not just my physical eyes but also my third eye. I hop back and forth from the hidden world to the physical world. I can see the dark, black smoke transferring from one person to another in the moment of impact. I can sense energetic attachments and sharp movements within a person's soul before I even meet them. I can close my eyes and witness the total darkness overtaking someone's soul. And I'll be damned to sleep with someone of lower vibration, riddled with entity attachments. Or be healed or have someone send me light and love when they themselves need more light and love. In a world where fear is heightened now more than ever, why should one be scared of non-human entities? We already have human beings vibrating so low, they will do anything to claw their way into your life to feed upon your energetic body. This is your life. Don't feel sorry for putting up spiritual, energetic, personal, and business boundaries to protect numero uno. Side note, you're numero uno. How can you tell if someone has an entity or demonic attachment? 1. They feel heavy energetically. 2. You feel depleted after hanging out with them. 3. Your gut tells you not to trust them 100%. 4. Your spiritual protective bubble immediately goes up before meeting them. 5. That if they cannot look you in the eyes, run. 6. If you feel drawn to look someone in their eyes, and they take a hold of you, similar to being in a trance, they have a demonic attachment. 7. They act like a martyr. 8. They will not take responsibility for their own actions. 9. They have a false sense of belief based upon ego, demonic and spirit attachments love feeding into this. It's similar to how you feel when you come in contact with a person who is an energetic vampire. Someone who uses violent forms of communication of blaming, naming, and shaming. Someone who will always blame another person instead of taking responsibility for their own actions. Or in my case, when you see someone's eyes become completely black in a split second of a blink. I used to be afraid, but this has been and is my normal now. Some kind-hearted people will use violent forms of communication because they are not at the level of awareness yet. They haven't begun the work themselves. This is where you bless them and move on with your life. You are not someone's savior or martyr, and if you feel like you are or need to be, please reread this article. Everyone has their life path they signed up for the moment they descended into their baby body, embryo. Unfortunately, Joe was not ready to accept the fact that his actions or responsibility of transferring his own black magic and entity attachment would be harming others. At least some sexually transmitted diseases can be cured with antibiotics. I even saw a special on how there is a pill to suppress HIV. Look how far we have come. In the spirit world, there are no antibiotics to cure the demonic or entity attachments. This can carry forward into lifetimes now. It's going to be a long road ahead for Joe, who is working through his own battles of dark magic and entity attachment. Be careful out there, because it's not just Joe. Joe is a representation of many pseudos, wannabe healers who try to travel into different dimensions for the sake of healing people, without any knowledge of spiritual protection for the self or others. These types of healers' spiritual hygiene are as clean as the overweight physical trainer who eats junk food and drinks supersized sodas for breakfast. They will show you how to do the dumbbells, but will not know how to show you the proper form and technique, so when you go up in dumbbell weight, you can and will hurt yourself. Always be careful with who you align yourself on your healing journey. Many will have kind hearts and good intentions but be riddled with spirit attachment and black magic. If the healer cannot even discern if the voices in their head are coming from them, an entity, a spirit, a spell, or a curse, why would you place your soul into their hands? The best bet. Begin discerning your own emotions. Once you have sloughed off enough layers of self-discernment, then you will have your inner GPS guide you to someone who will have your best interests and healing at heart. I send you divine faith from afar. Shaman Dao is the creator of the Quantum Y meditation, an effective blueprint for discovering another level of self-greatness and awareness. Subscribe to her email list to access valuable insights and to read more of her private thoughts.